What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Underdog Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Nolan Skeen, alongside Antonio Fiore, Salestrina. Gentlemen, I should have switched your names because you're switching seats.
Salvatore Lestrina and Antonio Fiore.
Salvatore Fiore.
And Antonio Lestrina. Antonio Lestrina seems like it would fit.
Salvatore,
you know what?
Salvatore Fiore. That's her name today.
I might name my kid after you just because of that. Antonio Lestrina.
That flow's fantastic.
Yours could be
really
Antonio
does.
Salvatore Lestrina.
ASL.
ASL? ALS?
No shit. Like, I planned on, naming my kid Sal.
I'll be the godfather.
It's my grandfather's name, but yeah, you can be the godfather.
No, I need to be the godfather.
And then, you'll, tell my kid when he's 4, you'll mess around with him and be like, hey, your dad named you after me, right? And then my kid will believe it. And
when your kid's 4, I'm going to be like, hey, you want to see me lose a 3-team parlay?
Chris, let me teach you about teasers.
For the love of God, the Colts have to really come all the way back just to lose that game. Seriously. That was the biggest kick in the cock ever.
Yeah, that was a good game, though.
No, it wasn't.
It was a good game. I mean, if you didn't have money on it, was it a good game?
If I had money on the Rams, it would have been a great game.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good game.
Or if I just had an impartial view of the game, it would have been a great game. But, of course, I have the Colts, and the whole world's on the Rams, and yet the Rams still won. So, if you're fading the public, you're literally, you have no money this year.
Puka Nakua, man.
Yeah.
The public has been Jeff Bezos this year. They did every pick. If it's over 80%, the public's right every time.
Yeah, no, I always say don't make it a big habit to fade the public now.
Taylor
No,
Swift games.
I'm gonna keep doing it. It's like hitting a 16 in blackjack. I'm gonna keep doing
I just
it
think
Why?
you want to
because
know
Antonio, they're not gonna keep covering all season. So then when I switch, then the 20% team starts covering. No, you gotta. This is how I always play it. So it's unfortunate that I'm doing bad to start, but I'm gonna keep doing it. If I keep losing, fine.
it is what it is.
I know you don't agree with the strategy or see no importance to it, but
Yeah, well, I don't really even have a strategy.
well, I pick teams that I liked, but also I factor in what the public money is. It's not like I only go by public
Well,
money.
I need to stop taking teams that I like because, I bet on I was telling Nolan, I had 2 parlays this weekend, and I woke up and I did that. Oh, I just told you that. Calvin really.
But
the fucking Steelers, dude. I decided to put my money on the fucking Steelers
Well,
in a money line parlay with the Bills.
I said to
You
Nolan
kidding me?
Sunday night when we were watching the game, I was like, if I knew the Texans were wearing those jerseys, it would have been my home.
And they were honoring
Those are
J.J.
really
Watt
nice.
before the game.
Didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Love when we find out these things during the game. It's like you couldn't say
I
this.
found that out yesterday. Yeah. I would have liked the Texans, too, if they were doing the J.J. Watt thing.
All I need to see was those red jerseys, hammer, home.
C.J. Stroud looked
Stroud
good.
looks really good.
They're
And
calling,
that kid Nico Collins.
They're calling his fans the Stroud Boys, and I
I
love it.
All right, I hate him now.
It's terrible.
Nico Collins looks really
Nico
good.
Collins is awesome.
That team's gonna be done in a couple years.
Yeah.
And we took their over on their wins, Antonio. We said over
Yeah, we
6.5. I didn't think Stroud would be this good, but
No.
I thought their team as a whole would be better.
Bryce Young's pretty terrible, though.
Bryce Young is
He looks like shit.
so I don't want to.
Why? Why'd you take
I
him?
jumped on the bashing Trevor Lawrence bandwagon too early, so I don't want to do this to Bryce Young, but he looks horrid.
Yeah, but he's not even close to the talent level of him.
That's fair, but
to me, it's just another case of how did you not see it? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, he's too short,
Maybe
and-
me saying something like that isn't right in the 4th week of his career.
I mean,
But
their,
I mean,
their
I
team is
just-
ass,
just-
though. I mean, their team is ass. They literally have pieces of paper blocking for them.
yeah,
When that
And their
happens,
their
it's all,
weapons-
He loves getting sacked.
their weapons are not good.
I mean, you have 50-year-old Adam Thielen. You have Miles Sanders, who was good in a system where they had one of the best offensive lines in football. So it was a toss-up for him.
He was fine. I don't know about good.
You know what I mean? You got Robbie Anderson, who was
The chosen one.
the chosen one. Where has he been?
Chosen one.
You know what I mean? You had mismatch
Mitch
toys.
match. I like that.
Match toys. So what did you
Kirk
expect?
even threw a 99-yard pick six on his first
My
drive of the game.
favorite thing ever.
Kirked
No.
that game so hard.
My favorite thing ever was that D-back sprinting down the field to blow him up because he was
yeah.
trying to go for the tackle. He's like, "Oh, I can hit him!"
Yeah.
He was so excited to run all the way down the field.
Yeah. The Vikings tried to Viking that game, but Carolina's too bad.
Carolina more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Justin Fields looked like God for the first 3 quarters of that game.
And then he turned into Justin Fields.
yeah. gonna happen.
And then Matt because Matt
Oh yeah,
Eberflus
he kind of
blew the game
blew
at
that
the
shit
end.
up too.
Like because can you really blame Justin Fields for that? I don't think you can.
No,
I think he looked really
game.
good.
He had a good game.
He looked really good, and then Matt Eberflus was like, "I don't want to kick a field goal and take the points. When if we kick a field goal, what are the odds that Denver goes down and gets a touchdown? Like so low.
Yeah,
like that game should have
went
to overtime.
That was a faded call, and like even the announcer said it like right when it was happening. They were like, "Oh, I don't know about this. He's gonna have to answer if this doesn't." happen.
I just think I don't think it's all on Justin Fields. I think he did the best that he possibly could. Finally had a good game. Had his first time over 300 yards. Highest career passing touchdowns, I think, of his career so far. Yeah. I mean, that's crazy. I don't think I put it all on him. He didn't really make any mistakes.
It's not all on him. It's not all on him.
I mean, that fumble he had was kind of faded. Yeah. But, like, other than that, there really wasn't much.
Well, and they're up 28-7. So, like,
dude, when that was the first time I looked at the game was when they were up 28-7, and I was like, oh, my God, Denver is awful.
You want to know what the best part about that whole game is?
What?
Denver didn't cover.
Yeah.
It was 3.5.
So you still have to take Denver this week.
They're probably in my pick 3. I haven't looked at what I liked yet, but they're probably in my. I'm dead serious. They're just gonna lose every game against the spread this year. That's what's gonna happen. Is that plausible?
Wow.
Yeah, they're against the Jets. Do you want
to know who they're playing?
Yeah, they're against the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets.
In Denver.
So if there was a week to finally take them to cover, it would be this week. Think about it.
Speaking of the Jets, what a heartbreaking loss.
The Swifties. They're too powerful.
So they're just in the Super Bowl?
Do you believe in this conspiracy about like how Taylor Swift and Kelce's relationship is like fake?
Yeah.
Just to build up both of them?
Yeah.
And the NFL?
Yeah. Wow.
Like have the NFL put it all together? So the NFL put it all together because what does the NFL need? They need more women viewers. It's always been a problem. They bring in Taylor Swift, one of the leaders of women, pretty much. Brings in her. What does Taylor Swift need? More male audience. She brings in there. People are like, who the hell is this Taylor Swift? I think most of our responses are like rolling our eyes, like, what the fuck is this? But it is a conspiracy. And she was in a movie that's coming out next week. They showed the commercial for the movie like 3 times during the game. Like
Giants fans started booing it.
Yeah, it's like, dude, this is getting a little too obvious here.
I mean, I can definitely see it, but I'm Mr. Tinfoil Hat all the time, so...
Yeah, I knew you'd like that one.
That's funny. I haven't thought about that.
Well, you saw that video of them walking out of the locker room last week, and they weren't holding hands, so, like...
The Taylor Swift equation does kind of play into betting if you're a little tinfoil hatty. Because Swifties are just going to bet on the Chiefs all the time now.
Great cover by the Jets. I mean, the NFL, the books lost a lot of money on that game. How hard did the refs want? Like, they didn't want the Jets to win, but they wanted the Jets to cover.
Yeah.
They threw that. I mean, they botched the end of that game.
Happy I didn't have Chiefs spread watching.
God bless you, my sweet prince.
Thank you.
Happy I didn't have Chiefs spread watching fucking Pat slide right there.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
That's brutal.
That's heartbreaking.
I felt for those people when he did that too.
Not for me.
How can you?
Just plus 9.5, baby.
Couldn't be me though.
Yeah.
How can you see that and be like, it's not rigged at all?
Because apparently the right play is going down and the game ends there. That's the football reason.
There was the hold before, then the hold on. Sauce?
That drive was faded. Yeah.
That drive was faded. There was just a bunch of weird shit going on, and then the fact that he slides down and then they take a knee. And then they throw the flag on Robert Saleh because he's like screaming at the ref. And then they were just like, yeah, we're running the clock. We're just going to end it. They were like, I was like, oh shit. I was like, they really don't want.
They needed the cover, but not the win. That's for the cover for the
it's like
Jets.
we're just going to take it from here, Chiefs. Yeah. You don't need to knee it anymore. We're just going to. I think that was interesting.
This is the real question of the weekend. Whose team is worse? Our team or Antonio's team?
Ooh.
The Jones boys.
The Jones boys.
Yeah, it's a bad time to be a quarterback named Jones.
Yeah,
I
wonder whose team would score less in a matchup between. Actually, we're gonna play each other this year. Wow, isn't that fucking crazy?
That'll be an awful. Somehow it would be 41-38.
Wow, dude, I really hope Mac and Daniel are still starting for both teams by the time that game comes around.
Your team looked horrid Monday night.
Flags everywhere.
Horrid.
Everywhere.
So many penalties.
Like worse than the Patriots.
There's so many
There
penalties.
were
that game.
penalties every fucking play.
I honest to God couldn't
We
believe
don't throw the ball to Darren Waller.
They're the worst
Also,
team in primetime
you
ever.
don't do anything. It's the 3-yard pass to Matt Breida every play. Like
That's all they had. Nobody was getting open down the field.
I mean, like, yeah, the offensive line's garbage, but when Daniel Jones just gets a guy that runs straight at him unblocked, like, those are the guys that he's got to recognize in coverage and then call in that protection from a back or something like that.
He had a 90,
But he doesn't.
He had
He
like
doesn't
a
do that.
90-yard interception too.
yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Pick 6.
Who's the better
They look like
quarterback
shit.
right now, Daniel Jones or Matt Jones?
I remember years ago I said I'd much rather
It's a
have
coin
Mac
toss.
Jones than Daniel Jones. Then last year I was like, well, I'm an idiot for saying that.
What are you saying now?
I don't know.
Neither.
The Daniel
Yeah,
Jones
is neither an option.
The Daniel Jones thing is just the so much up and down since he's been drafted. It's like, wow, I guess he looks like he might be able to be the guy, and then he'll look trash for like a season. It's like, all right, we're done with him, and then he's good again.
Mm-hmm.
And then he
It sucks too
again.
because you think about it, if he doesn't throw that pick 6,
Like
it
they're
was
right back
it
in
was
the
a
game.
It was a one-score game.
Yeah.
It was 17-10.
Seattle didn't play good.
Seattle really didn't play that good.
No.
But
Now they're calling their secondary the baby Legion of Boom. I'm like, okay, let's pump the brakes. The
I
Giants
mean,
are terrible.
Witherspoon played a really good game, and Tariq Woolen is a good cornerback. So like, I get like why they want to be like, oh, but like,
Yeah, I was like, let's pump the brakes a little bit.
There's just nothing dynamic about the Giants' offense at all.
Tampa's
And when Jones is not hitting his throws,
Tampa's leader in the NFC
Tampa's
South.
3-1.
That was a not surprising.
It's only
game.
because we said they were going to be the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah, obviously.
That was the worst pick we've made in a while.
I can kind of defend it because like, why is Baker Mayfield playing this well?
They might be the best team.
I
in
think
the
their
NFL.
defense is playing really well too. They're
They're
just-
back. They're back. Their
Their
defense,
defense
is
is
back.
excellent.
Yeah,
And that was my reservation when we were saying this. I was like, their defense is still good.
they could win a playoff game.
They could get frisky.
Yeah, they could get a little frisky.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna be playing spoiler.
Don't love Todd Bowles, but
No,
Wow.
he'll fuck it up.
yeah.
Tell me before his career's over, Baker Mayfield's not going to win at least one playoff game.
He will. He already has.
No, he hasn't.
He beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh
In the playoffs?
in the playoffs.
No, he didn't.
And then they played the Chiefs and got rammed. Yes, they did.
Nuh-uh.
I will bet you money.
With Cleveland, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Did he made the playoffs that year?
They
the year where he
they
like
put their cock. That was the COVID year. They put their cock in the Steelers.
Oh, that was COVID year.
Yeah.
Not his rookie year.
No.
Okay.
Then the year after was when the Chiefs put their cock in the Steelers too, right? Wasn't that Big Ben's
The Big
last
Ben
game?
game. Yeah.
Big Ben's last game. They got wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what the Chargers' problem is?
What's the Chargers? Well, what isn't the Chargers' problem?
Obviously,
Yeah.
Brandon Staley. They can't get 1 yard. They just can never get. They can get 20 yards at will, but when it comes to getting 1 yard, they can't get 1 yard. I've seen them try to get 1 yard like 7 times this season, and they just cannot get 1 yard.
I mean,
I don't know why teams are so dead set on running the ball on 3rd or 4th and 1. If you have Justin Herbert and you know your running back,
I was
is
gonna
not
say
good,
Justin Herbert's huge.
or I mean, okay, I'm gonna come back to that actually. If you have Justin Herbert, just spread him out wide. Run a good play. Like you run good plays all the time. Why do you have to? You don't need just 1 yard. 1 yard's the minimum. Like throw the ball. Like it's not a bad thing.
no, I
Like
He'll scramble. Like he could scramble for the yards if he has to.
they go up in these games and then they're just like, whoa. They're like, what are we doing? I don't know how to. I don't know what to do here. It's
they're
like
like, whoa, this is new.
just keep doing what you're doing. Why do they change their philosophy and play scare? Like I don't want to say they easily could have lost that game to the Raiders, but like they wanted to blow that game again. Like
Yeah, that should have been a very comfortable
easy,
win.
should have been comfortable. And then it still comes down to them having to drive at the end of the game. The Raiders. It's like
The Raiders just ended up being way worse. That's what happens.
to his point about the snake. I want to bring this up. The tush push should not be banned.
Oh, I don't think so either.
There are
That's a
so many
It's a
teams.
ridiculous thing to say.
There are so many teams that have tried that play this year and it doesn't work for them. So you have to execute the play. So everyone's whole reason for banning this play is because it's a free play. It's a free play for one team because they run it really well and they know how to execute that play.
They're
It's
the best
not
offensive line in football.
correct.
And
It's
they
not.
probably practice it all. I bet they practice it all the time.
Correct.
It's not the fact that it's a free play. There's steps to doing it. You have to have a good snap. You have to have the quarterback who's has the ability to actually go forward and push the pile a little bit. You have to have the buy-in of all the offensive line to get down that low. Like, there's a lot of parts of that play, and people are just like, well, it's a free yard. They can get a yard every time.
Yeah, it definitely helps when your quarterback squats 600 pounds.
No, they have the perfect setup for it.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't want to. I don't want
Jason Kelce, like,
I hate people that sit there and say it needs to be banned or it's too free or what. It's like, no, like that's not.
They're just good at it.
Yeah,
Deal with it.
Find a counter or stop it. Because you saw Matt Jones try to do that play, pathetic.
pathetic.
It was pathetic. It was.
It's the worst.
I probably could have done that.
Yeah.
Like what he did, I probably could have done that. The Giants tried it on their first drive. They didn't get it.
We do it, and it's me and Antonio pushing you.
I bet you turned it down farther than Matt Jones did.
I'll push your tush.
There was another team that tried it too. I'm just saying, like, sometimes people go overboard on like, oh well, this can't be or we can't have this. It's like, fucking stop them.
Yeah, I think it's I think the people that say that are just like are idiots because of just they don't realize how good the Eagles are at running the ball, and then they don't understand that Jalen Hurts is a machine.
He's a monster,
and he can bench or he can squat 600 pounds. Like you're right. They have the perfect recipe for it, and anyone could push Jalen Hurts 1 yard.
Mm-hmm.
Like anybody, as long as he keeps churning those legs, those big ass hunk legs that he has, like. They could get 2 or 3 yards sometimes with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the problem is most teams know. Obviously, it's very obvious when you are doing it. Do you think there's? What I was wondering when I was watching this play, do you think they ever try to get creative with it and try to do like a fumble rooski?
So they tried that against Tampa. They did some sort of like.
Did they?
So they didn't do like a fumble rooski, but they like tried to like drop Hurts back and then like throw out of it. But Hurts ended up stumbling out of the formation.
You imagine though, he takes the snap. He puts it like under his legs and then tries to like push through, and then whoever goes to push just picks it up and runs.
It probably would work. Well, I thought that every time they ran that last year, I was like, oh, they're just setting this up to like run play action out of this or like do something funny.
Imagine
out
they
of it.
somehow run play action. I could definitely see like a big boy touchdown, like an
Like
offensive line
something
touchdown.
weird or like just like some sort of weird play. But then after like seeing it 5 or 6 times, I'm like, oh, they're just really good at this play. Like this is the actual play. Like I thought it was like all just like a window dressing.
You know they're gonna do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they literally just are betting teams to stop them.
They're like-
please try. Nick Sirianni's on the sideline, like barking, like please stop us.
All right, I want to hear the teams that can win the Super Bowl. We're a quarter of the way through. I want you to list the teams that are capable of winning
Chiefs.
the Super Bowl.
Dolphins,
Bills,
Eagles,
Niners.
Dallas. That's it for me. Do we got any fringe teams?
Chiefs, Niners, Bills, Dolphins.
Don't say the Denver Broncos.
Wow. Wow.
How hard did you want to? They definitely went through your brain right there.
What did I say? Oh, the Eagles, definitely. Fuck Dallas. I'm not going to include them.
My team, or you guys hate my team?
The Eagles?
No, Baltimore.
No.
No.
No, they're too
They
hurt
haven't
right now.
impressed me.
Almost set.
Lamar makes some really faded
plays,
mistakes sometimes, and they got lucky in that game too. Like,
But
they got
that's
a rookie quarterback that had no clue what he was.
Yeah.
He got thrown to the wolves.
The Patriots.
Shut up.
No. Fringe.
He's gonna kill
Actually,
you.
no. Not Jacksonville. Jacksonville's not fringe right now. They need to play better.
Yeah,
they really have not been impressive.
we know who can. It's about the fringe teams that could spice things
that's
up.
fair.
Could Seattle be a fringe team? Could the Buccaneers be a fringe team?
I was gonna say
Seattle might be a friend. They can't win Seattle cannot win a Super Bowl.
Why not?
I don't think
Geno
their
Smith is not winning a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't think their defense is good enough.
Honestly,
how sick would it be,
I was
though?
just gonna say that storyline would go kind of crazy though.
Yeah, I'd be so happy for him.
I don't know. Crazier things have happened, I guess.
No, you're
At
right.
least going to a Super Bowl.
Bengals were out on.
Yeah.
I'm not totally out yet,
Dude.
but I'm almost there.
Like Burrow just looks like shit, and if people are saying it's because his injury, then he needs to not be playing.
Exactly.
He needs to stop playing.
So I worked with
I
a
don't
kid
know
that's
if it is because
I
of
worked
his
with a
injury.
kid that's a Bengals fan, and he's like, "Why will he not fucking sit?" He's like, he needs a week or two off,
Yeah,
and then get him back out
absolutely.
there.
Well, now a week or two off, you take 2 losses, like
He
you're
should have
done.
he should have sat at the beginning of the year, and then he would have been fine for the rest of the year. Instead, he rushed back for that Cleveland game, and now because of that, they look like shit. So,
I'm not convinced that that's totally it. I'm really not.
well, I feel like the vibes are not good there.
No,
And
and
like
now they lost T Higgins.
well, I was gonna
like,
say he's gone now. Like he's out of there. Like his
T.
contract's
Higgins?
his contract's
Oh.
up after this year. He's done.
well, there was potential for him to be traded.
Maybe it's still at the deadline. That one.
Well, now
shocked me.
I don't know if he will now that he's hurt.
He's only out for like what, 4 weeks?
I thought he was out for a while.
Oh, I thought he was only out like 4
I
weeks.
those a while too.
Oh, maybe I might.
I
be
thought it was the
stupid.
season.
Really?
It might have been. Maybe I'm faded, but I thought it was. I just don't know.
Any other storylines from last week?
Whoever I forget his name, whoever played quarterback for Cleveland last week, awful.
Dorian Thompson Robinson.
Oh,
Yeah,
so bad.
DTR.
Dude, he
Yeah.
threw the worst pick maybe I've ever seen.
I mean, it's not surprising.
I mean, I kind of feel bad for him though. He literally was thrown to the wolves. Like he was thrown to the wolves. He found out probably like the day of. When did they rule Deshaun Watson out? He wasn't supposed to be out, right?
I think it was Sunday morning, no, or Saturday
Yeah, like
night.
imagine being him.
I mean, you got to be ready, but
Yeah, Pierre Strong Jr. was their leading rusher. Pierre Strong.
that's awful.
Oh, I'm seeing T Higgins is questionable for week 5.
Yeah, I didn't think he was out that long.
I thought it was way long. They made it seem like he was out for forever.
They love doing that though.
Yeah, it's true.
What a weird way to put up 28 points if you're Baltimore. 27 yards for your leading rusher.
Yeah,
And in the first half of that game, they really weren't doing much.
they never do much though.
If Cleveland was there and Deshaun Watson was there, like that game does not go the way it does. I think it's probably like a 17-13 Cleveland win.
Yeah, no, they were the weirdest team in football by
Because
far.
they gave once the Ravens got that second touchdown, it was over.
it was
Like,
rash.
They were just like, whatever, we're throwing this game away. Because once they saw that DTR was shitting his pants, I mean, how can you want to play after that?
no.
I'd be so checked after that.
We on to week 5. Any other week 4 thoughts?
I don't.
No.
Thursday night. Actually, we'll do pick 3 real quick. I know probably not the right order, but you went 3-0, right?
I went 3-0.
No, I did not.
1 and 2 or
He
2
went
and
1 and he went
My
1 and 2.
one win was
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
I also went 1 and 2.
I
So
had Green Bay and
I've gone 1 and 2 4 weeks in a row to start the season, which is not fun. But
At least no 0-3s yet. No donuts.
1 and 2 just sucks though. It's like
It does, but I mean, it gives you the opportunity though. If you do have
Claw
a 3-0
back,
week,
yeah.
like you're bouncing back.
all right. Thursday night, the Poop Bowl. Chicago Bears at Washington.
This is just gross.
Washington is a 6-point favorite somehow.
Ron should have went for that 2-point conversion at the end of that game because
I'm really
you
surprised
already-
that he didn't.
It's like, dude, you drive down there and you score a touchdown, okay?
Mm.
And you have a chance to win the game, and you think to yourself, do I want to try and win the game here or send it to overtime, bank on winning a coin toss, or actually, no, it doesn't matter.
They
now. You
won
get
the
ball
coin
anyway.
toss.
They won the coin toss.
yeah.
Like, you have to think about, is it more likely that I get this 2-point conversion here, or we go down on this Eagles defense again, put together another good drive?
Which they clawed for that. They clawed
Yeah,
that
they
drive
did.
to get that
Yeah,
touchdown.
they did.
I thought for sure they'd go for 2.
2, yeah.
Why do they
was really
call him
surprised.
Riverboat Ron?
Well, now he that title that's thrown in the closet. Like, you're not Riverboat anymore.
Yeah, he's geriatric Ron now.
He's just Ron now.
yeah. He's Nor.
I guess I'll take the Bears in this game, as gross as that is. And I didn't think I was going to say that, but I guess why not?
I won't do it. I won't take the Bears. I think they're really horrible. I think Washington's still a lot better than them.
I do think Washington's a lot better than them.
I feel like Washington's the kind of like team that's gonna like beat the shit out of the really bad teams.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm with Washington
I'll
on
do
this
it.
one.
I love the over in this game for no reason. Literally for no reason. I just think
40,
it's
what do you have, 44?
44.5. I just think it's like a weird high-scoring game just because it's like everyone thinks these two teams suck.
And unders and night games have been going crazy.
Yeah, Monday night it did. Sunday night it barely went over.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. All right. London.
Wow, thank God. Thank God this is not on ESPN Plus this weekend.
The London game?
Yeah, it's on NFL Network.
It was on ESPN Plus last week?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, why?
That's just shocking to me.
Yeah. Because they knew no one was going to watch.
Ugh.
They knew no one was going to watch.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Jackson.
Oh, dude, do you know, honest, before you go there, I'm sorry. We should have knew this. The freest prop bet last week
London.
was Drake London catching a touchdown
in London, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I couldn't. Apparently, I was too stupid to put that together.
I was too blind just seeing Jacksonville -3.
I said Calvin Ridley touchdown on that game. Which
He did,
that was,
yeah, he
that
did.
was free.
So he made up for it.
Jacksonville at Buffalo. Jacksonville is a 5.5 point dog in London. Over under is 48.5. Love Jacksonville here.
Yeah.
Love
I was
Jacksonville.
going to say.
This is the most NFL spot I've ever seen. Not only did they just blow out the Dolphins and everyone was high on the Dolphins, but Jacksonville has been here in London for a week. Already is adjusted to the time zone.
I hope
already
so.
knows
They don't go back, right? They
No.
just chill?
They stay there.
That'd be dumb.
That would be dumb as fuck if they went back. I
agree.
I don't know for 100% fact that they stayed there, but I would assume.
I would assume they stayed there.
So, I mean, give me the points. Give me almost a touchdown.
I mean,
Jacksonville can easily win this game.
Dude, I agree. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's still, something's a little off
a little fishy.
when these London games happen. And this is like a really good matchup for a London game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to be close. So,
yeah,
I have to, taking the Bills here was never an option for me.
I have to take the Bills for the simple fact of they've just been covering the last 2 games. They've covered. They've routed who they've played. I think that continues. I don't think it really matters if they're in London or not. I think they're a way better team. And I think people are forgetting, like with everything else that's gone on in the NFL, people are just forgetting about Buffalo.
Yeah, no, they don't want to talk
even
about
now, when they kick the shit out of the Dolphins, people are still not really
Giving them their credit.
giving them their flowers. I just think that they just continue to roll.
Okay. Fair enough.
But I do see where you guys are like, this could easily be like Jacksonville just squeaks one out.
I think this
here.
is just like a 3-point game either way.
Yeah.
Like, Buffalo wins by 3. Jacksonville wins by 3. Like
All right.
Houston at Atlanta. Houston's now down. They open at 3.5. Now down to 2. Atlanta -2. Over under is 41.5. I had a strong feeling about Houston in this game, and I've completely 180'd, and now I love the Falcons. I love the Falcons. I think
people are gonna love
Houston.
this week.
But my major point is Houston's run defense is horrid, and all Atlanta wants to do is run the ball. Atlanta's at home and can dominate time of possession. I think Stroud makes a lot of plays and looks really good. I'll take Atlanta to cover less than a field goal, though. I like Atlanta here.
What do you like, Antonio? You
I
like
agree.
the
No,
same thing?
I agree with him with Atlanta. I think they'll control the ball, and I think they'll be successful with
So
that.
we got a round of Atlanta. Yeah, I just think. was
Stroud will
gonna say
make
what Sal was
plays,
gonna
but just
say.
he won't get the opportunity to make enough plays.
Yeah, I was gonna say what Sal was gonna say. They're just gonna control the tempo of the game. They're gonna control the possession. I think like they're just gonna run it down Houston's throat. Bijan Robinson might have like 150 yards,
I did see like 202.
like
no
all-purpose or rushing yards.
just rushing. I'm dead. I did see 202 this week.
I don't see why not. I mean, the recipe's there.
That might be my prop flop is 2 Bijan.
He is
Johnsons.
really good.
Two scores for the man.
2 tutties.
We'll see though. This is gonna come as a shocker to you guys.
What?
Carolina at Detroit. I'll be in Detroit Sunday. Swear to God, I will be in Detroit Sunday.
That's different.
Wait,
that
why?
was. I'm going to Ringo Starr Saturday night with my girlfriend in Detroit.
Wow, that's right. She loves the Beatles.
Loves the Beatles.
She does.
So we're going to see Ringo Starr in the All-Star
cool.
band. So
I will Detroit.
in Detroit. So here are the options.
Is
Ready?
there any other reason to go to Detroit, or was that
Because
just,
here's the reasoning. It's either go to Detroit or go to Charleston, West Virginia. Those are the two closest ones. But our plan is to go to Buffalo.
How good is the South though?
Yeah, our plan is to go to Buffalo Friday night. We're gonna go see Niagara Falls. We're gonna
Okay.
go.
That's cool.
We're gonna go get some wings at some bar.
Okay,
But
it's a good plan.
and then drive to Detroit
Mhm.
for the concert the next day.
It's weird. In Buffalo, you're closer to Detroit than you are in New York City.
So we can't go through Canada because my passport's not renewed, and because I'm on the
Ah.
FBI's most wanted list. So we have to go.
With that beard, you might be.
I know. It's more direct if you were to go through
Yeah,
Canada
no,
from Buffalo.
it's
He's
way-
definitely on a
it's-
no-fly list.
Yeah,
you got to go
obviously.
through Ohio, bro.
it's way easier to go through Canada. Yeah, we got to go all the way down through Ohio, but
I
it'll
had
be
to
fine.
do that when I drove out to Michigan. Yeah,
But I'll be in Detroit at
went
least
to Cleveland.
Sunday morning.
Have
so.
you ever been that far out west, New York?
I mean, we've been to Vegas and like.
No, I mean like that part of New
Oh
York.
no.
Dude, it's like a different.
It's a different world?
Yeah.
When I
It's pretty
drove
much
through
the Midwest.
Buffalo-
It's like the Midwest out there.
Interesting.
Yeah, when I drove through Buffalo, I thought it was more of like a city,
Mm.
but
No,
it's
yeah,
not.
I
It's
drove-
like a.
You drove?
Drove.
He drove
Like,
through.
I drove through.
Buffalo, fine, but like the getting to Buffalo, all that like middle shit. God, I keep hitting this. In the middle of New York, it was just like farm. We saw so many.
That's crazy.
Saw like so many like Amish or like Mennonites or.
Yeah,
whatever
no,
you
that's
wanna call it.
Pennsylvania. If you go through Pennsylvania, there is
Dude, there's a
besides
ton- there's a
Pittsburgh
ton
and
in New York,
Philadelphia,
dude.
Nothing.
nothing. It is a giant state of nothing.
Nothing.
People think like the Midwest has nothing, bro. Pennsylvania, the middle of Pennsylvania is just nothing.
Name a worse state than Pennsylvania.
That
then.
and New York. The middle of New York is
Nebraska.
nothing.
Ohio was the correct.
Ohio,
That was
yeah.
number one.
Fuck Ohio.
Go back to Wales.
Yeah, but also like, what is
Eric will love
Delaware
that.
doing?
What's up, Eric?
What use is Delaware contributing?
I drove
what
through
happens in
Delaware when we
Delaware?
drove to go to the Outer Banks. I was like disgusted. I was like, this is a
It's
state.
just a landfill.
Delaware and Maryland. I was like,
Maryland's weird.
Maryland's a weird like. And I drove. I didn't drive like through it. I drove like on the coast.
Maryland's kind of cool though.
But Delaware, I was like, this is Delaware.
That's what people think about us.
That is
We're
true.
just like a useless state.
Joe Rogan hates Connecticut.
I'm not surprised. I hate Connecticut.
He knows
He's
you
so
can't.
right though.
He knows you can't do stand up there. They're the most miserable people that have ever lived. And then he said it's just a highway between New York and Boston.
It is.
It is though. Yeah, that is what we are. Where do we always go? New York and Boston.
That's true.
We don't go around here.
We got like a little bit of the entire country like in our little thing here.
In our little pocket.
like,
Yeah.
Litchfield County's fucking West Virginia. Then you go east past Ellington, it's Alabama.
Yeah, that's true. That
Yeah,
is
we do
true,
have a little bit
actually.
of everything. Yeah,
All right. So I'm taking Detroit.
because you'll be in Detroit.
Yeah, I have to.
that makes me love Carolina here. I got to tell you.
Yo, have you ever drove through the,
The only
western part of New
no.
York?
I am taking Carolina, and that's the only reason why. It's because Sal's gonna be in Detroit.
Wait, Carolina's my team though. So now
Are you going to the game? You should go to the game.
No. Because then what? I leave Detroit at 5 p.m. and have a 10-hour drive after that.
Oh yeah. Why not?
See you tomorrow. I have work.
Fuck work.
Ugh.
No one works anymore anyway.
Just pretend to work from home, I guess.
Yeah. You work from home on Mondays anyway, don't you?
It depends.
Oh.
They do this weird day schedule where they're like, you can't do Monday every week and you can't do Friday every week. So 1 week you get Friday and 1 week you get Monday. So you get like, but it's cool because
Do you
you'll get like,
alternate it.
yes. So you'll get like Friday and then like weekend and then Monday's your work from home. So you get like a 4-day weekend basically. But then like you don't get it for like that the rest of that week and then the next week, if that makes sense. But like you get a 4-day work from home weekend, which is kind of nice. But you can also like
Do you do anything when you work from home?
jerk my cock sometimes.
Oh.
No,
Is that what I do? all
Antonio
day?
was like, "What?" No, Fridays or Mondays. It doesn't matter. You can like switch during the week too. So say you want like a Wednesday, you can switch, but you just can't switch like a Monday for a Friday or a Friday for a Monday. Like, but like that's gay.
Are you
But then,
gonna
like,
bet?
then it kind of defeats the purpose, though, because if they don't want people to take it on Monday or Friday, if you alternate it, like what you said, you get the 4 days.
That's how they have it set up though. Right now, that's
Yeah.
how it's set up for everybody. It's the 4-day work from home. This is boring. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit.
I zoned out. I'm like,
Yeah.
stop talking about work.
Nobody gives a
Are you
fuck.
gonna bet on Detroit while you're there?
I have to, right?
Yeah.
But like Carolina's my
You'll
team.
get by with a little help from those friends. Maybe get high with.
Well,
get high with it too.
what is the play? I'm in Detroit, but I like Carolina. I don't like Carolina in this game, but Carolina's my team.
No, your play is Detroit. My play is Carolina.
But you're taking Carolina because I'm taking Detroit, so I don't like that.
Yeah, I feel like Detroit's just not
Yeah.
gonna crush them.
Sal hates that. That's why I'm doing it.
I can't take Carolina. Like I should. I feel like I want to take Carolina, but I'm not because I think they're so bad.
Oh no,
Detroit.
I hate the fact that I have to do this. By the way,
That you
I
hate
hate
Car-
it.
No,
just-
that
I
means
love-
I love Detroit.
Yeah, why don't I think Detroit's covering?
because I'm
They're-
in Detroit and saying Detroit's trying to cover.
They're not the
is
Eagles,
9
dude. They're not gonna
points.
cover a fucking 10-point spread.
It is 9 points.
Yeah,
That is a lot.
Carolina. It's gross, but
It's a big spread. Yeah. All right.
I can see Detroit winning by a touchdown.
You're gonna say field goal.
No,
a field
touchdown.
goal.
All right. We'll move on.
Touchdowns only in this game.
Baltimore at Pittsburgh. Antonio's favorite team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Baltimore's -3.5.
I'm never.
This game's
picking them
gross.
again. But you should probably pick the Steelers this week, right? Wow, against the Ravens.
Antonio.
The Ravens. I pick against the
Antonio,
Ravens every week.
The Steelers are a terrible team.
But they're doing it this. That's what they do. The Steelers play like shit against other bad teams,
And then they play the Ravens.
something like this happens, and they're covering.
So Antonio.
They're covering.
That's why I'm
Is
taking.
Kenny Pickett playing?
That's why I'm taking the Ravens in this game.
Because Kenny Pickett might not be playing.
No, because the Steelers are atrocious.
Who's their backup?
Mitchell Trubisky. You need to take the Ravens.
That makes me like the Steelers. Though.
I don't know if
That's stinky.
if they could just make
He's just like Baker Mayfield,
He's
and he's
awful.
if they could make
He's
Lamar,
worse than Matt
nah.
Jones.
he'll come in. No, I agree, but he'll come in and like tickle you.
No, he will. The Steelers also they play pretty good at home against the Ravens, and if they could make Lamar do some dumb shit in the first quarter, they got him.
And he will.
They
He
got
will
him
do
for the whole game.
He's done that.
I
all
could see
year.
this being.
I don't know. The Texans just put up 30 points against them. Like, Baltimore can't put up 24 or 27 against this team.
No.
The one thing Baltimore has trouble with is like really hammering down on teams.
Yeah, this
like,
is Lamar, 196
But you're not asking-
passing yards.
you're not asking them to
one
hammer down.
touchdown, one interception.
You're asking them to win by 4. They can easily win this game by 4.
if Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, but they're not winning this game.
This is the hottest take of the day. If Mitch Trubisky plays this game, Pittsburgh wins this game outright.
Yikes. You sound like me.
Yeah,
Did you change shades?
you're rubbing off on me.
Apparently, that's just not. If Mitchell Trubisky plays this game, the Ravens win by 35.
No, the Ravens have never won by 35 and never will.
He's a
win
way
by
better
30.
quarterback than Lamar Jackson.
Moving on.
No, I disagree with that.
Moving on. Saints.
Oh,
At the
They
Patriots.
they should be kicked out of the NFL.
The Saints?
Yeah.
Why? You just don't like
They're fucking stupid, man.
The Saints are +1.5
The
in New
Patriots are
England.
still fucking
Over unders 40.5. I'm taking the Patriots. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
taking
don't have
the
a reason.
I'm
to
taking
take
the
Saints.
under in this game.
I don't care. I don't have a good reason to take the Patriots. I'm just
Unders
saying.
between these two teams are 7-1.
Matt Jones is an underdog. You can't take him because he's literally never covered as an underdog. He's a favorite here. I'll take him. That's my only logic.
See,
And the Saints hate playing in New England, by the way.
Wow, they do.
The last time they played, they won in New
No.
England. Yeah, they did.
Don't listen to him.
Was it when Drew Brees was still there? Drew Brees was still there.
No, it was like Taysom Hill and some gay person against Matt Jones. No, I know.
Yeah, dude. Why? They're playing the NFC East. That's weird.
Yeah, it was 28-13 last time they played in 2021 in New England.
Yeah, this is strange. This is like off schedule.
I don't really. This might be the extra game that they're playing.
Yeah, that's weird that they made it out of conference. This is weird. I don't have
give me the Patriots.
I don't have any reason to bet on either of these teams or pick either of these
So
teams.
just take them.
But I'm just gonna take the Patriots
Yeah.
because they're at home,
Is
and I
this-
feel better about them than the Saints right now. The Saints look like shit.
Is this what?
Is this line because they think Derek Carr might not play?
No, this line is these two teams are the same.
Oh, dude, Bill's gonna be like, wow,
Are these
Jameis
teams
is
the
playing. I
same,
can't
though?
wait to get 4 interceptions.
I mean, the Saints are actually better than the Patriots.
Saints are
but-
better, yeah.
All right, can I have my
Oh, Derek Carr's not even on the.
can I have my
ahead.
100? Can I have my 120 seconds of I was right because Matt Jones is actually awful and this team is
No,
horrendous?
he is really
Sure.
terrible.
No, I'm saying I want to hear it from you. I want to hear you say that.
No.
You said it to me Sunday,
That he's awful.
and you said the team's awful.
The team's not awful.
Yeah, but that's just he was emotional at that moment in time.
They're bad. The Patriots are bad.
Thank you. That's all. I just needed that. You wouldn't even admit they were bad last week,
I said that they weren't good.
but now they're bad.
Well,
Do you want to trade quarterbacks
I'm not gonna
for a
over-
week and see what happens?
I'm not going to overreact to that loss to Dallas because Dallas is just in a different
Just for
stratosphere.
fun.
If Matt Jones had your offensive line, he would turn.
Yeah, that's true.
He would turn into a grandmother in 5 seconds. Like he would be literally carted off the field.
He'd be a
Like,
baked potato.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones might be okay with the Patriots, but they're still not putting up points. Like,
No, neither
and
team's
now
putting up
Christian
points.
Gonzalez tore his labrum, so now he's out for the season.
And Judon.
Oh, they're fucked.
Give me the Saints.
No Judon or Gonzalez.
Give me the Saints, so the Patriots win. Final answer.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Saints as well.
All right. 2 more 1 o'clock games. Giants at Miami.
Jeez.
Miami's an 11-point favorite.
I wish we had a bye week this week.
This is a bye week for Miami.
The season's over. The Giants' season is over.
Antonio, this has to be an ass kicking.
11 points.
I was going to say, the Giants are the one team in the NFL where the tinfoil hat stuff doesn't work. When they are playing a really good team and a lot of people are on the other really good team,
They always won.
you just bet the,
The
team
other
that's
team,
better than
yeah.
the Giants, and you bet them to cover the spread because they're going to cover the spread. Because they're going to get their asses beat.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
So,
this is a spot where you just don't overthink it and you just take Miami.
Yeah, after Miami lost in Buffalo last week, they have a Giants defense is pretty terrible.
Christ, the whole entire world is on Miami, though.
Yeah, no, this isn't the spot though, Sal. Remember we talked about
Nah,
this.
don't
Sal.
care. Don't care, Giants.
It
Public
doesn't
is
matter.
the public is making
Don't care,
money.
Giants. Giants are pick 3.
Public is making. We just
Giants
talked
are-
about
Get
this.
fucked. Get fucked. Yeah, and I just talked about this before we started.
99%.
Get fucked.
He
Literally
just
get
talked about
fucked.
it. He's back to the well.
Yeah, pick 3. Like,
Miami might put a 70 burger on this team.
aw.
If you thought like they'd put a 70 burger on the Broncos,
Aw.
dude, they might put 80 up
Aw.
against this team.
I don't care.
Sal,
Giants plus 11. Lock it
Giants
down.
are gonna
Daniel
have
Jones is
no-
fumbling so many.
Aw.
They're going to have
Aw.
no time of possession.
Daniel
Ten-
Jones is fumbling so much.
Tennessee at Indy. Indy's -1.
I can't believe you just.
I
did
hate
that.
this game.
I can't believe you just did that.
Fuck Tennessee.
It's like
dude.
I just witnessed a crackhead relapse live. That's what I just saw.
Wait till we get to Denver. You'll see another one.
Well, I already know you're picking Denver. You have
I'm
to.
talking about crackhead number 2 over here.
Oh, I mean, well, but we already talked about
Especially
this.
against the Jets.
And now crackhead number 3 is coming out. I have to take the Colts down because they're -1.
Because
Like
it worked
Christ,
so,
because
it
it's
worked so well.
It's the same spread as last week, so now I have to double down and hopefully win my money back.
this
Dude,
might be,
every
this might be the
single-
same game.
Dude, every single one of these AFC South games are just going to be like -1, -1.
It has to be.
This is the same game as
Um,
last week.
I feel like these teams actually play each other every week. Right?
No, I feel like Tennessee plays like Cincinnati every week.
Yeah, I like Indy too. I fucking hate Tennessee. They're boring.
Yeah,
They
you
bore
love
the
Indy. He's
they bore
slowly
the shit
creeping
out of
into
me.
Indy with you.
Huh?
You're slowly creeping into
Tennessee was
Colts.
so free last week, and I'm so pissed I didn't bet it.
Yeah, but
I watched 2 drives of that game, and I was like, "Holy shit, Cincinnati's terrible! Like they're actually terrible."
also like
That was me when I bet Seattle and watched Seattle. Like,
Nolan. I'm a big Florida Gators guy,
yeah.
and now they got a Gators quarterback on Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
So I got kind of.
Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson is very good.
I hope to, dude. The 2 top rookie or the out of
Does
the
he
3
go-
rookie
Does he go
quarterbacks,
crazy in this game?
Bryce Young looks like shit, and Stroud and Richardson look really good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Holding my reservations on Stroud though.
yeah.
I think he's good. I do think he's good, but I'm gonna hold my.
So far, I
judgment.
thought he was going to be terrible. So far, I'm wrong.
So far, and I didn't think Richardson was gonna be that good, but once I saw that first game, I was like, wow, he's actually.
I
really
was
good.
really hoping he was going to be really good, but I wasn't holding up much faith.
You were hoping,
But
and
his
you were
highlight reel
correct.
was ridiculous. Did
So-
you get a chance to pick?
I'm gonna take the Colts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Rounder Colts.
This might be a spot where they finally I don't know, look really decent, but it's really
Jonathan Taylor probably not, but possibly bad.
possibly coming
Bet
back.
on him again this weekend.
The Colts?
Yeah.
I'm putting my cock on them Sunday. It might be a Colts Lions
In the
parlay.
Giants.
Huh?
Colts Giants.
Wow. Do I have to? Wow. Hold on. Is the parlay Buffalo, Detroit, Colts this weekend money line? Because I'll be in Buffalo and Detroit, and I love the Colts. So that's the parlay.
That's the Sal part.
That's
And
the
you'll
South
be in the
parlay.
Midwest, so Colts.
So if
yeah.
you want
Wow.
to make,
Wow,
make
I'm
money,
probably. Oh, I was gonna say I'm probably driving through Indy, but I'm
No,
not.
you're-
Yeah, I'm
no,
not.
but the Buffalo's in London, so
That chocolate.
yeah.
What if the city of
they were
Buffalo
in
was in
Buffalo,
London?
Yeah. But now that you said that, I'm going
Carolina,
Jacksonville.
All money
Tennessee.
line.
Dude, when I drove by Buffalo Stadium when I was going to Canada, I got so fucking excited. I was like, there it is.
The Ralph.
Yeah.
I didn't see when I drove through Buffalo. I swear to God, I like drove through.
Dude, it was like, it's like
And
Hartford.
It is like Hartford. That's exactly what I thought. And I drove through it, and I was like, wait, that was Buffalo? Like, because I saw a sign for a different like town. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that was it? I thought it was like
I
a
know.
bigger city, but it's really not.
How
It literally
annoying is
Hartford.
crossing the border right there?
I didn't go
Wow.
into Canada.
Do they like?
You still couldn't by the time when I was. It was still COVID.
Do they like
Kinda.
grab your cock or like what do they do at the border?
No, you just gotta like sit there.
No,
like,
they
in a
just
big
hand
line.
you a maple syrup, and then you.
You're just on your way. But then
They
going
hand
back
you
to the U.S.
a hockey puck and maple syrup, and then they're like, okay.
Going back to the U.S., they hand you a gun. They're like, all right.
Go back to the U.S. Yeah, they hand you a gun
The
and a
street
baby.
signs are different, and it's cool.
I bet it is. Like
I find everything that's different cool.
Yeah,
They hand
well-
you a gun and a baby on the
well,
way
like
back.
culture and like different regions of like I find like geography interesting.
No, I do. I
Yeah.
just like that. Like I love geography and just like looking at things.
Yeah.
That's like a little different.
Definitely.
And just how
even
different-
going down
different parts
south.
of the country are like when you go to a different part of the country and it's like completely different. You're like, wow, like we're still in the same.
It's like when
country,
you're in
but-
Europe and you go to another country.
I've never been to Europe, Antonio.
No,
Okay.
I've never been to Europe, but like someone from Germany going over to Poland,
Yeah,
like it's
It's
like
totally
someone.
different.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's as far as someone like going from Connecticut to Texas here.
Yeah.
You speak the same language, but it's a different life.
Next game.
Anyway, no, we love you.
We're going off. Yeah,
No.
we're going off on tangents this episode.
It's okay.
It's all right.
I love these.
People are here for that, not for shitty ass picks.
I'm here
I
for
know
it.
Eric and Andrew are laughing.
I'll talk about anything.
Robert's just calling us faded, but
Philly at the Rams. Philly's a 4.5 point favorite at the Rams. Over under is 50.5. My tinfoil hat's on for the total in this game because 50.5 means.
under.
Thank you. I'm gonna take Philly in this game, and I didn't
Okay.
think I was gonna say that either. But I bleed green. I love this team. I think they're way better than the.
You're wearing green.
I'm literally wearing green. I think they're better than the Rams. Just plain simple, they're a better team than the
Yeah,
Rams.
this spread doesn't really seem that big enough, which, you know,
That's what I was gonna say.
raises some concern. But when it's Philly, I don't really like to fuck around that much. And you should just take them when they're that much better than a certain team. And I think
Yeah,
they're a
I'm
lot.
also
I think
taking
they're a lot
Philly.
better than them.
I think this line is kind of disrespectful.
I think so,
Cooper
too.
Kupp comes back, I believe.
Oh no,
Does he?
I would say probably.
I think he does. Yeah.
Fuck.
Does that, I don't know if that changes anything.
That
for me.
changes it for me.
I'll stick with it. I still think they're a lot better than them, especially after
'Cause
they
this line is
almost
kind of weird though.
they almost lost last week.
I can't say I bleed green and then take the Rams, so I'll keep the Eagles. But I don't like that Cooper Kupp's back. I don't like this pick as much as I did 5-10 seconds
The money's
ago.
pretty even on the spread. It went down. The spread went down.
Yeah, it was 6.5 before. Probably just Cooper Kupp is playing. Coop.
But everyone knew Cooper
Cooper.
Kupp was coming back this
Koopa
week.
Troopa. Best Mario Party character is.
Koopa Troopa?
He's up there.
I didn't play much Mario Party.
Just Mario in general. You didn't play him?
Yoshi.
I played a lot of Mario, but not
You
Mario
like
Party.
Yoshi.
I'm a Yoshi guy. Bleed green.
I like Bowser.
Blade Green, Luigi.
Bowser.
I like
Luigi.
Bowser.
Luigi nonstop.
All right. Oh, we talked about this last episode,
Yeah.
did we not?
Yeah.
Did we
No, we
really?
just talked about how he looks like Luigi and he looks like Yoshi.
As soon as you
Yeah,
said
but-
Luigi, I was like, oh, wait, you definitely said something about Luigi one time.
Yeah, no, it's because I said in Mario Kart I take him every single time.
That's mad funny.
We're on shrooms this podcast.
We're not even high. That's the craziest part. Like, I don't know if you are, but like,
He go- yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like,
you just hand me the pen. I'm like, okay. Bengals at the Cardinals. Bengals are a 3-point favorite in Arizona. Why is this line this? What does this mean?
wow, the Carson Palmer game. Who should have won MVP in 2016?
What?
He should have won MVP the year Cam won MVP.
2015?
Yeah, 15. I'm sorry,
I don't.
but we don't. Have
I don't
to get
agree
into
with that. I don't agree with
Oh,
that.
his stats were better. His stats were way better.
Cam went to the Super Bowl.
They pick MVP before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but their team was really they were like 15-1, weren't they?
13-3 were the Palmers.
Yeah, but they were like
And he
15-1.
led the league in
weren't they?
touchdown passes. He had a better
So,
passer
were they
rating. He threw those
15-1?
picks. Yeah, they were
The
15-1.
Panthers?
They
Yes.
were. Yeah, they went to. I think they got as far as 12-0.
They had an insane team,
Yeah, it was pretty good.
and they had Cam Newton at his prime.
For the year that it lasted.
They probably should have. They probably could have won that Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
They had a chance to.
They should have.
Didn't dive on that fumble.
Cincinnati and Arizona.
This is a gross game. Why?
How is the spread only 3?
Why Cincinnati's favored when both of these teams are 1-3? I have
Wait,
no
you
idea.
think Arizona should be favored in this game?
I'm just.
No, I'm just saying. Why is it 3?
I'm just gonna take Cincinnati again.
It should be Cincinnati like 5.5.
You think so?
Just based on public perception, like
Well, both of these teams are. You could make an argument that Arizona's played better than Cincinnati.
no, they have. They
have.
genuinely have, but the public doesn't think that.
I'm taking Arizona, dude. I'm taking
Who'd you take?
Arizona.
Cincinnati.
They're a good team. They cover spreads.
Dude.
The problem is if you take Arizona and Cincinnati just wins by like
No.
15, you look like a dumbass.
If I take
I'll look like a
Cincinnati,
dumbass.
you take the other team because whenever I take Cincinnati,
I'm doing the opposite of what you're all telling me this week. I'm taking Cincinnati, so fuck you. I'm
you're an
joining you.
idiot.
Aw. The Giants are at pick 3, so I'm definitely an idiot.
So I'll either look like a dumbass or a genius. So
speaking
my
of,
eyes are telling me.
Speaking of
pick 3, Denver at home against the Jets.
against the Jets,
Denver's -2.
that's how you bring out a crackhead.
Oh,
and a
no,
half, dude.
no. I'm so fucking stupid, man.
Why?
I'm so stupid. There was a prop bet, and it was what is the record of both of these teams, or who has the better record between both these teams
Deshaun Payton versus Robert Saleh.
in this at this spot.
Wow.
Nathaniel Hackett.
But it was like Jets favored by a little bit, Broncos, and tie was like 10-1, and I wanted to do
guess
tie,
what?
and they're both 1-3.
And guess
I just
what?
didn't-
Both teams are sorry and depressing.
Yeah, that's why you take the home team favored by less than a field goal.
And they're gonna beat the fucking shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know though.
This is the Denver spot.
Do we think the Jets
This
get
is
revenge?
the Denver spot. This is literally
Zach and Sean's gonna be like,
Sean
oh,
Payton's
guys.
going to be fired up on the sideline.
I completely disagree.
He's gonna like
I think
try.
the Jets win this
He
game.
might tell his team, "We're gonna pick that kid off 5 times today."
I did not think this. I thought Sal for sure was taking the Jets here.
No,
I'm taking the Jets.
Denver.
I think Jets win this game outright
Why?
because they're going to be for the same reason you're saying Sean Payton's going to be fired up. It's the complete opposite. They were really pissed off that Sean Payton was saying all that shit.
Fuck it. They're the Jets.
I agree. They're both bad. They're both bad teams. So if you're telling me it's a coin toss, I'm taking the Jets, man. The Jets have more to play for here.
Fair enough.
Hungry dog runs faster.
That could be Denver. You could argue that's Denver.
They just came off an amazing win. They're riding high. The Jets are going to pull them right back down.
All right.
They're going to be like, come back to us.
Kansas City at Minnesota. This is the weird spread of the week to me. Kansas City's only favored by 5.5.
I have
This is
five
the
on-
weird game
five
of the
on
week.
CBS.
So this is like
I almost think Minnesota wins this game for no reason.
no. I was gonna say this is like Minnesota loses by 10, but like they lose like 46-36. But they're never in
I don't know, though. Minnesota's usually good when they're a home dog. They're usually good at covering when they're a home dog.
I feel like this could be a game, but not like a 5-point game.
But
it's
like
not-
even
it's not-
even if the Chiefs are up like 13
that's what I mean. Like
or like 10,
I think
guess
this will
13
still be an
doesn't work.
entertaining game without it being too scary for the Chiefs.
I think
I'm gonna
here-
take the Chiefs.
I'm going to take the Vikings, and here's why. The Vikings are going to look shit in the first half like they always do. They're going to claw back. They're going to get to within one score,
lose by-
and then they're going to
yeah,
fuck it up.
okay.
So they'll probably lose by, I'd
4.
say 4, maybe 6, or not 4. 4 or maybe 3 is what I
This
meant to
seems
say.
like a perfect opportunity to take Chiefs by like 1-6. Like they
Yeah.
win by exactly 1-6.
Yeah. Because I think the Vikings make it close at the end and then just can't get it done.
Fair enough. I like that. I'm going Minnesota too, as much as it's a weird. The spread just makes me need to take Minnesota, I feel like. So I'm taking Minnesota.
33-30, Kansas City.
Wow.
Dallas at San Fran, your Sunday night football matchup probably of the season.
This is a really good game.
Dallas is a 3.5-point underdog at San Francisco. Over-unders 45.5. I love the Dallas Cowboys in this spot.
Is this line disrespectful to the Cowboys a little
Slightly,
A little bit.
but 49ers are rolling. McCaffrey just put up 800 fantasy points.
They just beat the shit out of the Patriots.
Yeah, but they lost to who'd they lose to?
The Cardinals?
Yeah.
Every team has one of those faded losses.
Dallas wins this game.
I think
This
Dallas
is going to be
wins
a
this game,
faded
too.
loss for the Niners. I
You
actually
think so?
think Dallas wins this game
Do
as
you think
well.
Dallas breaks the?
I think Dallas wins this game like 28-17. Like, that's like the
Do
exact
you think
score
they
I
beat the
have in my head.
brakes off of them? Do you think there's a chance they could?
Who, the 49ers or Dallas?
I don't
Because
think they
Dallas
could-
just
I don't
loves
think they beat
pounding
them.
teams. Apparently, they either lose or they pound teams. That's been their.
I've noticed
MO.
they love pounding teams at home. They don't like pounding teams they like win on the road. They don't like to pound teams on the road.
They like to cover on the road.
I like them here.
Yeah, I like Dallas. I think they could win this game
It's
outright.
difficult for me. I
Round-
hardly ever picked Dallas, but yeah.
Round to Dallas is scary. That's terrifying.
Good. I hope it absolutely curses them and they get shit stomped.
I definitely could see it. You could definitely make a case of San Fran's.
Yeah, that just craps on them. Absolutely.
The Dallas defense has gotten a little banged up.
Name a weirder game than the Monday Night Football game.
I don't even want to talk about this game.
Packers.
I love the
Raiders.
Packers. They're a way better team than
Packers
the
are
Raiders.
-2.
Oh my god, this is so gross. This game is so gross.
But Devontae Adams,
Oh.
Revenge game.
Oh, sir.
like they might just tell the backup quarterback
Throw it to him every time.
only throw to him, no matter what you'd like. Even if there's 3 guys covering him, just throw it over there.
I mean, how could the Raiders win?
Just I'm taking them. I'm taking them.
No, because you would take the Packers and the Raiders could win.
No, I think the Raiders win this game. I think it's just a weird primetime game.
I can't
That's
do
fine.
it. I'll take the Packers. I can't do it. The Raiders have just been terrible, and they have a backup. Josh McDaniels was kind of like pinning the loss on him a little bit. Not like actually, but like kind of making excuses for him. When in reality, it's like Josh, you're faded.
Yeah.
He's faded. Like he's worse. He's terrible.
He's an awful coach, but I'm still taking them because I hate making the correct coach.
Yeah, and then you got fucking Mark Davis arguing with fans in the stands.
I saw that too. That was faded.
They were yelling at him to fire Josh McDaniels, and he's yelling back at them. This franchise is in shambles. Give me the Packers.
You're taking the Packers, right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he let out with that.
Oh yeah.
Pick 3.
Pick 3 time. Do I get to decide the order?
You went 3-0. You take the floor, whoever you want.
I want Antonio to go first.
I just bluffed your ass so hard. I looked so confident, but I have 2.
No, I know you have no idea. You want to know how I knew you had no idea? Because you had no idea before we started.
I know 2, but I can
Of
figure
course,
out the third.
Sal.
That's a given.
We've been doing this for way too long. Like, come on. We've been doing this for way too long.
Okay. I very much like the Atlanta Falcons this week
Wow.
against the Houston Texans.
Hmm.
Sal gave a very compelling analysis earlier.
Thank you.
I don't need to add any more to that.
Are you sure you want to take that into account?
Second. Fuck the Jets. I have to take the Broncos against the Jets. I have to do it. We're back on it.
So you guys are both
The
going to have the
needle is
Broncos.
in.
That's
We're
scary.
both on the needle this week, but the needle might be really good this week. We might get high as fucks on the.
No. You're going to know how good the needle is and how much I need it with my next pick and pick 3.
The
Because it's the Green
Jets are
Bay
going to win.
fucking Packers.
Oh wow.
And they're going to beat
Wow.
the shit out of Vegas.
Okay.
They're
All right.
way better than them.
Mm.
Much better. No way. There's no way Vegas wins that game.
Okay. I'm going to go next.
Okay.
Number 1,
Vegas, he says.
give me Miami. Minus 11.
I almost took them.
This is the easiest one. They're like the Giants are just in shambles. If you want to like just analyzed their body language from Monday night, and Miami is just going to come in and just put fuel on that fire. So give me Miami minus 11. Number 2. This is the riskiest one. Arizona plus 3.
Wow, that's shocking.
Cincinnati has not looked good. Arizona's been a cover machine. I know they didn't cover last week, but they're playing a really good team in San Fran. I think they've been playing well. Like, I've watched the Cardinals play. They actually have surprised me a bit how well that they've played. Yeah, I think they could definitely win this game outright. And last but not least, I'm going back and forth between 2. I'm going to the well. Give me the Colts minus 1.
Wow.
If Jonathan Taylor comes back, Anthony Richardson is going to be very good.
I'm floored by that pick.
Yeah, and Tennessee's bad. As much as like they looked good against Cincinnati, but Cincinnati's bad. So that's my 3.
All right. Oh, I know my 3. Okay.
I'm either going 3-0 or 0-3.
Giants plus 11, so you don't own 3 because that one's right.
Okay.
That's just the Vegas game of the week.
Okay.
I'm sorry if you want to say tinfoil hat doesn't work with the Giants. It's working this week.
Okay.
It's working this week.
Okay.
I don't care what you say. Giants plus 11. Denver minus 2.
Yep. You have to.
We're both on the heroin together.
Yep.
Dallas plus 3.5 Sunday night.
I almost took Dallas.
I almost took Dallas as well.
Thank God I didn't.
Dallas is winning that game, so 3.5 points is free. So thank you very much for just the extra cushion there. That's all I gotta say. Short and sweet.
You know what prop bet I like?
Let's hear it.
Dak Prescott rushing touchdown.
Okay.
Wow.
I like that. I like that a lot. What? I thought you had one. Do you have one?
I want to say Bijan 2 touchdowns, but that's boring.
It's not boring.
Bijan 2 touchdowns.
That's actually really horny.
Yeah.
Which one do I like? I like Kirk Cousins over passing yards.
All right.
Whatever it may be. It's probably going to be something ridiculous like 275 or no, not 320. That'd be faded.
That would be faded.
Still take the over. It's probably going to be like 265. So I'll take it. Do you think they have it up yet or no?
We'll take a look to see if they have it.
Probably not, but I mean, I just think they're going to be losing in the first half. He's just going to have to throw 40 or 50 times. So
Wow.
And that secondary for Kansas City is always bad. They always get thrown on. Look at how they made Zach Wilson look.
Honestly, I couldn't name you a cornerback that has played for Kansas City in the last 3 years.
No, they don't have it up. 90% of bets.
They actually don't have them.
90% of bets placed on DraftKings are on Kansas City right now.
Wow. What a stat that is.
Placed on all of DraftKings. Like, not just in
I didn't know they
football,
had
just
that like
game.
available.
It says on DraftKings, 89%.
Oh, that's just for that matchup.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought he meant like
I thought you were saying the entire
everything.
app. That would be
yeah.
crazy.
That's the way you made it sound. I was like, wait, what? Like that's a crazy stat.
I'm lost.
We thought you meant that 90% of the people on DraftKings are betting on Kansas City.
No.
That would be retarded.
That would be ridiculous. I would immediately bet
Minnesota.
Vikings.
100%. All right. Well, did you do your prop? What'd you say? Oh, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
It's not up. That's why I went to the game.
Yeah.
My ADHD got me there. Really
Any
bad.
other tangents we want to go on before a baseball playoff
Atlanta's
started
winning
today?
the World Series.
Atlanta?
Yeah.
Nah, they're choking out. So are the Dodgers, though.
Who's making it from the NL? What the fuck is happening?
The Philadelphia.
The Phillies again? I knew you were gonna say that.
They're fun, though.
They might.
They're a fun
They
team.
might.
They might.
I don't know. Like, I can't see Milwaukee, right?
I was gonna. Yeah, but like, are they just gonna win a couple playoff series one year?
Milwaukee's losing right now.
No, they're not.
4-3.
Dude, the Twins won a playoff game today. Did you see that?
I knew they were going to win that. They were so fucking free, and I'm so retarded for not betting them.
Phillies are up 3-0.
Ugh.
Here we go, Diamondbacks.
So yeah, no, that.
I'm a
bit.
big Diamondbacks guy.
No,
though. Not like I think they're good, but like I just love that team for some reason. Like I like
Yeah.
the Diamondbacks.
I hate that like team, but I like this kind of like young core. But I fucking despise that franchise. Their new jerseys are really cool. Like whenever they added like the little hint of bright blue, at first I was like, what the hell? but it looks really good.
All right, so Atlanta most likely comes out of the NL, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would love to see Baltimore make it. I really
Someone
would.
did a bracket and tweeted it today, and it was Baltimore Dodgers, and like that would be a crazy matchup. Well, you don't like
Baltimore
that?
Atlanta would be a crazy matchup. That would be awesome. Fuck anything involving Dodgers.
Baltimore Phillies would be a crazy matchup.
That would be a crazy matchup too.
That would be too.
I can't see Baltimore getting there. I just don't.
Not
think,
yet.
I don't think they have the pitching.
But like, dude, like as soon as I saw Houston end up winning that division the other day, and then I looked at their odds, and they were plus 450, same odds as the Dodgers to win the World Series. And the Orioles are plus 700. I'm like, that's cool, dude. They're just gonna go to the fucking World Series again.
They're so boring,
Verlander
bro.
hasn't been good at all since they got him back. But watch, he's gonna turn into God when the fucking playoffs start.
Probably.
Valdez is still gonna be really good.
He's been awful this year.
Whatever. They're just gonna figure.
They'll figure it out. I mean, I definitely can see them figuring it out.
Tampa, no. They just kind of faded away. Texas, are there just like some awful teams in the playoffs this year?
Correct.
Correct.
Is that why the Brewers can maybe win? Dude, honestly,
Brewers could.
like Arizona probably has a shot.
Yeah. Every team has a shot.
Although your chances get very slim if
Yeah,
you
the
lose this
NL
first
though?
game, though.
The AL's fucking garbage.
Yeah, the AL's pretty bad. So who does Texas play if they win, and who does Minnesota play if they
Oh,
win?
of course, Houston gets the winner of Minnesota and Toronto.
No matter what.
no matter what,
So it's Texas, Baltimore in the ALDS, or Toronto, Baltimore,
or Tampa, Baltimore. Tampa and Texas.
I feel like Tampa, Baltimore would be a really good.
Oh! I don't know why I said Tampa.
Yeah.
So it's Toronto. Or,
So I
it's-
dude,
Jesus Christ, it's Tampa
So-
or Texas, and
Yes.
it's
But
Baltimore.
when I looked at the bracket, I was like, of course it works out for the Astros where they get to play the winner of the fucking Twins series.
right,
They get to maybe play the Twins, or Toronto, who is just not consistent enough to win a playoff series against
So
Houston.
they just get a free ticket to the ALCS, pretty much.
That's how I feel. I hate him so much, dude.
I don't have like a good prediction. I don't really know.
It's up in the air, but I like it. I like it when it's like that.
There's no like team of destiny that they have yet to reveal themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it when they reveal themselves, though.
Washington was the start of this podcast, and we were
The
all
Diamondbacks could be.
I like the Diamondbacks. I love
They're up
the
4-3.
I mean, it's early. It's early.
Yeah,
We'll
I think
see.
it's like the 7th inning or something.
They were down
Or
3-0 too.
They were down 3-0. I actually saw I saw
It's the 7th inning,
the
so.
highlight of the homer to go up 3-0. But
Yeah, they should be around for a while.
All right.
Arizona.
Are we good?
I'm good.
All right. Over and out.
Love you.
Football.